Welcome back, lads, to a new video format. Today, I'm covering War of Rights. It's a game based on the American Civil War. We've got the Union versus the Confederates. It's all just for the sake of historical fun, but you'll see, if you like Bannerlord, large-scale battles, things that are historical, this game will definitely be your cup of tea. Today, we've got a small-scale skirmish. There's only about 25 to 30 players on each team. This game can support up to 300 to 400 players, so keep in mind what you're seeing today is much smaller scale compared to some of the larger battles you'll see. In the future, I'll try my best to join some of those large events and bring you some even more epic footage. But in the meantime, enjoy this small-scale battle. Like always, if you think I did a good job, please like and subscribe below. With every battle, there's an attacker and a defender. In this fight, the Union are attacking the control point while the Confederates try to defend. I've removed some of the UI elements just to make the video a bit more cinematic, but the control point the Union are aiming for is on the road that you can see down the hill there. The Confederates, or CSA as they're also known, have chosen to attack early. They've moved past the control point and are going on the offensive. This move is actually quite rare. It seems to have caught the Union off guard. Seems the CSA feel their luck has run out and they're retreating to more defensible positions. The CSA takes some temporary respite while the officer briefs them on the plan. For those less familiar with the game, different units have different roles. One of these people is the officer who's in charge of the regiment. There can be 4 regiments on each team, 8 in total for the game. Individual players must listen to their officer's commands and follow them exactly. The game operates a ticket system where when you die, your team loses some of those tickets, or points as they're also known. Dying out of formation loses more points than dying in formation. So the game mechanics definitely help those that stick together. The Union have decided to attack on the right-hand side, using the trees for cover. Let's hope it's enough. You can see the CSA in the left have spotted the Union's movements and are taking up a defensive position along the fence line. The CSA are taking a passive stance here. They don't have to attack as the defenders. They can sit back and let the Union come to them. It looks like the CSA like what they see. They're going to try a charge. As the CSA move over the top of the hill, the Union shoot them down.
Right in front of us, west. Right here.
Motherfuckers.
Go boys, go up at the line, shoot.
Oh, and the Union get hit directly by artillery. What an absolute shot that was. The CSA are continuing to take a defensive line along the fence. The Union must come to them. Just imagine, guys, what we're looking at here is only a 50-60 player battle. Imagine there were 400 people, the size of the lines, the organisation, the officers calling out for all of their men to fire in unison. These games can get so cinematic. Honestly, I'm gonna decide right now. I'm posting another video in the coming weeks to show you how these can get. This is our man that probably landed that epic shot earlier. Let's see if he can get another one. Oh, or not. He's decided to fall back. Probably a call from the officer. You'll see the flag bearer there. Every regiment has one. They basically act as a spawn point for your men so that when they die, they can spawn straight back into the action instead of having to go back to the starting point of the map. It basically means your reinforcements can get to the front line even quicker. If you take the enemy positions and make them lose their flag, their reinforcements will take much longer to get to the front lines, putting you at an advantage temporarily. The officer here is trying to go it alone, see how many men he can take out. This is not recommended, guys, honestly. By dying, he'll lose 5 tickets, whereas if he died alongside his men, he'd only lose 1. So the game really punishes you for dying by yourself. Union forces here, waiting for their officer to respawn.
Okay, listen, company. Hold fire and full kits.
The officer briefing his men now. Seems like they're planning for a charge.
Charge them alone. Basically the bait, and then everybody else goes after. And you run to the fence and shoot them. 3, 2, 1, go. One guy, go. Go.
Oh, and the cannon taking out so many men there just as they got started. The Union did not stand a chance there. Some of the men just wounded and on the floor. They get back up, see if they can turn the tide last minute. Probably something important to know, the defenders get less tickets or points than the attackers. It just means that they can afford to die fewer times before they run out of respawns. The CSA are really doing well on the artillery today. In a full game, you'd normally expect to see a minimum of 3 people per artillery piece. I guess because there's so few players in this one, a guy's single manning it. It still works, but you'll be able to fire far fewer shots.
Okay, good. Just keep going, hold it up, keep shooting.
Union officers here, trying to form a new plan. Oh, and he gets sniped out. That's going to be bad for Union forces. It seems like the Union are really struggling on this right-hand flank. I think they're going to have to change tactic, try something different. Do you know what? I love the cameras in this game. They're so smooth, and the zooming options are great. It's almost like you got a camera in a helicopter, which I'm pretty sure existed back then, didn't they? Not very many Union troops now left on this side. They're gonna need to fall back soon. I think I just overheard the CSA talking about fixing bayonets. Looks like they're going to charge. The Union likely won't stand a chance here. Okay, the Union seem to have regrouped on this side. There's more of them here now than there were a few minutes ago. Maybe they can make this work? Let's see.
Dead. Reform right here. Come here. Okay, right here. Hold here. That's friendly. Don't shoot these guys.
Now that looks like the video screenshot. Oh, what great graphics in this game.
Okay, here they come through the bushes. Behind that one guy, there's an enemy.
Barn, in the barn. At the
Hold
door.
it.
Door just open.
Officer pointing to his men where to attack. I think it's about to kick off, guys. Moving slowly up the hill towards the enemy.
Okay, the in front of us. Yeah, he's dead. Hold the line right here. Right, left side. Left side. Stay in line. Stay in line. Moving forward. Stay in line.
Oh, and this must be the CSA charge that we heard earlier. They're attacking, guys.
Independent fire.
Or perhaps not. It looks like they didn't like what they saw there. Too many Union forces. They need to play defensive.
Why you shoot?
Flag, back up. We're spawning out of line. Front.
The first one.
Oh, look at this guy getting a few kills in. Will it be enough, though? When you Rambo like this, you've got to keep in mind you have to get 5 kills if you die. That's the only way to break even and make it worth it. Remember, if you die alone, you lose 5 tickets instead of 1. Let's see, is this guy going to take a shot? I mean, just look at this. Credits to the developers of this game. You can see they've done so much historical research. The uniforms, the guns, the outfit, the equipment. Oh, it just looks so authentic. seems like the Union now have finally given up on this right-hand side. The CSA don't seem to be aware that they've moved yet.
On that east flank anymore. They're not over here anymore.
Get down that way to kind of spread out.
Want me to shoot you?
Yeah. I want to go skirmish.
Why'd you do that?
He told me to.
Okay, we can see the Union. They're trying the left-hand side now. Let's see if this assault goes a little bit better than the last one. You can see on the right there, the CSA are currently by the house. Seems they're aware of the Union movements, and they're adapting their position to compensate. I'm not really sure what's going on, guys. I've got some weird square shadows going on. I'm not sure if that's my computer or if it's the game. Either way, I'll see if I can solve that for the next one.
Need also shooters on the RT. I need a couple of guys.
Once again, Union officers surveying the landscape, planning their next move.
I see the flag. Flag.
Hit the man. Until the man. One or two guys, yeah. One or two guys come for shoot the helicopter.
Yeah, there they are by the house. By the house on the left.
For the flag!
Officer,
Come on, start shooting. Start shooting.
Okay, seems the CSA think they've got the advantage here. They're coming out from their defensive positions, see if they can wipe out the Union once and for all.
Hey, Alan.
We're waiting for them. Fuck them.
Honestly, we should pull back. Let him take it out.
You can see here from the icons alone, there seem to be far more Union players on this side. Oh, check out this guy looking like Mel Gibson. Freedom! Freedom! Great film. If you haven't seen The Patriot, it's worth a watch. While I've not got the on-screen UI up, you can hear from the noise that the Union have been moved to braking stage. That means they're running out of tickets, and they haven't got many left. If they're going to capture the control point, they're going to need to do it soon. CSA having a go at their flag bearer there. As the flag bearer, you've got to stay behind the lines. If you lose the flag, your reinforcements take longer to arrive and you lose an advantage. You've got to keep that flag alive and keep it with your main force. The Union now, sensing that their time is almost up and they're running out of tickets, make a break for the control point. See if they can capture it in the last few minutes of the game. CSA clearly anticipating this move, taking out all the Union troops that charge down the pathway. It's not looking good, guys. The last Union troops bringing up the rear, hoping to make a difference. I'm not sure it's going to be enough, though. The CSA have just been too on it this game, countering every Union attack with very, very ideal defensive positions. Oh, that's one lucky CSA soldier. He just got saved there by his teammate. The Union now sitting on the control point, trying to capture it. I don't think their position is good enough. There's nothing to hide behind. They're out in the open. The CSA have them surrounded. Oh, the CSA outnumber them. They're coming in for the charge. This is going to be an absolute massacre. all these Union bodies. My goodness. What a slaughter.
Timothy, I did everything I could.
You did. It's on.
The Union now having to spawn right back at the team start point. I think this is it, guys. This is the final assault. The Union need to pull it out of the bag right now. If they don't get it right on this attack, they're going to lose it. This right here is a really wise move. Regrouping, having the officer tell the troops what's about to happen, making sure they charge in unison in one go. Charging one at a time will do nothing. They have to bring as many numbers to bear as they possibly can to stand any chance.
Gonna push the points and just sit on it. Don't move too early. First charge the points. Find a good spot and then start blasting. Alright. Buddy here. Get ready. Ready to move. Company, double quick, let's go.
And here we go, lads, the final charge. The Union go down the hill towards the control point. This is it. This is what it's all come down to. And we follow the officer down the hill. He's charging with his men as the Union take refuge in the forest, hide behind whatever cover they can, and fire those shots towards the CSA. They have to take out as many as possible, reduce the CSA tickets. The CSA mounting a defense on the fence line. They've got their flag reinforcements coming in, officer shouting commands, and so many men pointing their barrels down at the trees towards the Union forces. They just have so many shots firing off. And the Union are on final push. This means they get an infinite amount of respawns, but the game timer is reduced to a handful of minutes. They have a very short time to take the point. The CSA holding a strong position. It's going to be a really, really tough charge to try and break these guys. The CSA, sensing that they're about to go into last stand, fall back to a more defensible positions where they can make their lives count for as many Union kills as possible. With the timer now in the last few seconds of the game, the Union have no choice but to charge straight in. There's not even time to reload their ammunition. They just have to charge towards the point and just try and take it by all means necessary. And there's the last stand. Union managed to take out enough CSA to push them to this state. This means that the CSA get no more reinforcements. If they die, they're out of the game for good. The Union are back on point trying to capture it. They're running out of time. It's got to happen in the next couple of seconds or they've lost the game. Oh, some Union officers going Rambo, taking out what they can. What a surprise attack. That one guy has killed so many people there. I think that's it, fellas. The Union are gone. They're wiped. There's no chance now. And the rest of the CSA forces swoop in to clean out the rest. What a game. There were some great moments in that battle. And that's it, guys. It's a CSA victory. The Union have been sent fleeing with their tails between their legs. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.